Hello, welcome to class. I'm Temi. I'm your fashion tutor at TCG Fashions. Today I want to show you how to read your tape measure, tape rule, as some people call it. It's simple, but if you don't understand it, it can cause a lot of harm, serious ones. You know, not everybody understands how to really read tape measure. It's very simple. Just follow me. I hope you can see my tape rule very well. Tape rule or tape measure is the same thing. Tape rule has two sides. There is an inch side and there is a centimeter side. The inch side is the one that is calibrated in bigger lines. We have 1 to 60 on this tape. There are some tape that's, you know, the length, the inches there are up to 120, but the one I have here stops at 60. Are we together? Then when you turn it to the other side, you will see that this one is more tiny. It's very tiny. So this one is centimeter side. I might need to bring my camera closer when I'm explaining the centimeter side, because it's very tiny and it's possible you might not see all the lines the way I would want you to see it. So but let's get started with the inches first. Okay, so I think this is better, right? I have to remove a stopper. There's a stopper here. Something that is at this other end is always at this other end also, but I removed it so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's see. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, all the way to 60 inches. So let's count how many lines we have between 0 and 1. You know, mathematics students, so we can assume that this side is 0, this side is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till we get to 60. So if this side is 0, so that means I have 1 as it were, 2, that's second line, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So between 0 and 1, how many lines do we have? We have 8 lines. Let's count again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 lines between 0 and 1. So what does that suggest, or what does that indicate? It means that one line is 1 out of 8. This one line, this small line, is 1 line out of 8. So if I want to name this line, what will I name it? That's 1/8, 1 over 8. Mathematics students, does anything divide these to give us a smaller fraction? No, I guess. It's been a while, but I guess the answer is no. So we'll just leave it at 1 over 8. Okay, so let's move to the next one. This is the second line out of 8 lines. So do I need to write, or everybody's getting it? So 2 over 8. I don't think I should write. I think it's simple enough for us to understand. So 2 out of 8. This is the second line, 2 over 8. So there's a common factor that can divide 2 and 8, and that's 2. So if I subdivide 2 by 2, I have 1. If I divide 8 by 2, what do I have? I have 4. I think I should write, so that somebody will not be wondering, what's TCG doing? It's not magic. It's very simple. Let me just get my paper and just write. Okay, let's manage this. So the first line is 1 over 8. Sorry. The first line is 1 over 8, and there's nothing we can do about that. So we left it at that. The second line is 2 over 8. So 2 could divide each of these. So 2 divided by 2, we have 1. 8 divided by 2, we have 4. So this is 1 over 4, which is the same thing as quarter. So this second line is quarter. Okay. So what will this one be from what we have been doing from the beginning? So this will be 3 over 8, right? So is there anything that can divide 3 and 8? No. So this is 3/8 inch. Don't forget. And this one is 1 over 8 inch. Okay, don't mind my writing. No. So this is the fourth line. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what would that be called? That's 4 over 8. Please don't skip this class. Watch. Aha. If you don't understand this basic thing, it can frustrate a whole lot out of you during the construction. So just watch and master it. It's simple. Just learn it and know it forever. So this is 4 over 8. So I think 4 can divide 4 to give us 1. 4 can divide 8 to give us 2. So this is ½ inch. So this one, you can see that the length is even longer than these other ones. So this is ½ inch. This is half inch. Everybody knows that it's half inch, but now you know how we arrived at half inch. So this is the fifth line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is 5/8. Nothing can divide it, so we still leave it at 5/8 inch. And this is the sixth line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/8. So can something subdivide 6 and 8? I think yes. And that's what? That's 2. Okay, so 6/2, that's 3, right? 8/2, that's 4. So this can still be called 3/4, that's 3/4. So this is the seventh line. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7/8. Can anything subdivide 7/8? No. So we still leave it at 7/8. So this is the last line, which is 8. So 8/8. 8 divided by 8, what do we have? 1. So we have arrived at 1 inch. So let's just go over it again. So this is 1/8, right? And this is 2/8, which is the same thing as 1/4. This is 3/8. Nothing else can divide it, so we leave it at 3/8. This is 4/8, which is the same thing as 1/2, which is the same thing as half inch. So this is 5/8. Nothing divides that. This is 6/8, which is the same thing as 3/4. This is 7/8. We leave it at that. And this is 8/8, which is 1. So if we are now reading it all the way to 60, so this will be 1/4. This will be 1. This will be 1/1/8. The second one will be 1/4. The third one will be 1/3/8. This is 1 1/2. Then this is 1/5/8. This is 1/3/4. This is 1/7/8, and this is 2. So that's how you keep reading it till you get to the end. So in case somebody tells you to divide something, and the answer gives you 3/7/8, so you know this is what you measure. Don't round it up to this. Especially if you are creating patterns. If you are creating patterns, you don't dash paper measurement too. Just little error can actually affect a great deal. If you are grading your pattern, what you add sometimes is not more than maybe quarter. So just imagine you thinking that this one does not mean anything. It means a lot. So know what you are measuring and know how to measure it. So that's that about measuring the inch side of the tape rule. I think everybody should understand, but it's okay if there's any question. I'll be more than willing to answer you. So you can roll in your questions if you have any question at all on what we just learned. So let's move to the second side, which is the centimeter side. Let me do it this way so that nobody's confused. How will it be easier for my viewers to see? I think this way. Okay, I think this way is easier. So this one is very tiny. Lord help us. Can we all see? This is 1. This is 2. Is it clear? This is 3, 4, 5, all the way to, I think, 150. But this one is very straightforward in the sense that we have 10 lines in between 0 and 1, unlike the inch side that we had 8 lines. So let's count to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus is Lord. I cannot even see very well. Let me start from 1 to 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Starting from 1 to 2. I'm not starting from 0, because this one is very tiny. So starting from 1 to 2, this long line is 1. So the second one is, where I'm starting to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have your tape rule with you, please hold it and check with this video. You understand better. So since I have 10 lines in between 1 and 2, so what does that mean? Each line stands for 1/10, which is very simple. So that means this is 0.1. I didn't even talk about decimal in the inch side because I feel that fraction will be easier for everybody to grasp. But this one, 1/10 is 0.1. This second one, 2/10 is 0.2. The third one, 3/10 is 0.3. The fourth one, 4/10 is 0.4. The fifth one, 5/10 is 0.5, which is half centimeter. The sixth one, 6/10 is 0.6. The seventh one, 7 over 10 is 0.7. The eighth one, 8 over 10 is 0.8. The ninth one, 9 over 10 is 0.9. Now the 10th one, 10 over 10, which is 1. So this one is easier. Just know that one line stands for 0.1. So if I tell you to read 2.5 centimeter, you know you are just reading it here, which is the half side. So that's that about reading tape measure. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me. I'll be willing to answer you. So thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you learned something. I will see you in the next class. Bye for now.